We are rewarding you for sharing your love. Simply send a picture of your best moments while watching KBC, either alone or with your loved ones, and stand a chance to be rewarded with a shopping voucher worth 5,000 shillings. Send your pictures to our WhatsApp number 0771 316 959 and let us put a smile on your face this Valentine's. Winners will be announced during our live shows Angaza and Backyard. KBC Channel 1, sharing love, appreciating you. On the next episode of
Nini? Unajua sina hii. Una nini? Mimi sijui una nini? Boxer.
Rudisha glasi ndani. Kama uko na kiu ngonga maji. Rudi.
Hata zangu zile nimekuwa nikivaa azifue.
Tangu ukuja hazijasafishwa.
Tangu nije hapa.
All right, Karibu, we just want to pick up from where we left off before the break. Remember, this is a conversation about the film industry, just crossing borders to understand, the differences here and there, similarities here and there. And my directors are telling me I'm almost out of time in the way I'm loving this conversation. But nonetheless, we are going to be touching base with our ladies who are joining us via Zoom. We have Vanesa and Juliana. And let me start with you, Vanesa, and maybe just your message to other creatives and filmmakers out there when it comes to looking at all possible alternatives that are available to us and not just complaining about, the local situation that we are so used to.
Yes, absolutely. I think especially as creatives, if we call ourselves creatives, we should be looking for creative ways of getting our content out there. And it just happened that with the whole lockdown and pandemic, then Zoom became a way for us to express ourselves and to express our creativity. So, yeah, I don't think as creative we should complain. I think we should just go and look for different solutions. And especially now with technology, there are so many platforms that we can use to get content out there. So it's almost like we're being overwhelmed by the number of platforms we can choose. So now it's a matter of choosing them and then writing a stories that make sense for this platform, but also that makes sense in general for the audience we're trying to target.
All right.
But obviously, I would also mention that it does help to have the government helping us because I'm based also in the UK. There are so many resources we can tap into from just a learning point of view. They have websites where you can go and learn about the craft. They also have funds that you can tap into to help you, get navigate and just get started. So I think the two of them should work together. So then, because it's called an industry for a reason. It's because it makes money, and then secondly, it's a superb way to market your country or your traditions to the rest of the world. And I think sometimes we underestimate how much of a reach we can have with content. So that's why for example, in France they have a special program to invest in French-speaking language content to make sure the language doesn't die, overwhelmed by English, generally speaking. So there is policies to make sure we continue to nurture first the filmmakers on the ground, but also widespread the knowledge about our tradition. So I think it should be the same thing that's happening in different countries in Africa and especially Kenya.
All right. Thank you so much, Vanesa, for that. That is Vanesa Ewong. She is the scriptwriter and producer of Virtual Colleagues. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Now, let me quickly go to Juliana before you get to leave us. And maybe, Juliana, we'd love to hear from you as part of the cast, and especially looking at creatives when it comes to building yourself, building your craft, sharpening your skills, looking at the resources that are available to you, and just building yourself as an individual to always be prepared for some of these opportunities.
I think we live in a world where there is so much content. Like, you know, there are so many films, like Kevin was saying earlier on, there's so much that's being, you know, people are producing every day, and it's literally every day. And for you to stand out, for your work to go out there, it's quite simply dedication, motivation, and professionalism. You know, it's not enough to just memorize your lines and learn it. You need to go that much further. Why would your character say a certain word? Do you know what I mean? You have to stay fit, you know, not necessarily look a certain way or be a certain size. Be yourself, but be fit. So do some sort of exercise so that when you have to say your lines, you can deliver them and your energy is there at some point. Yeah, I think that's, as a creative, it's that, and just, you know, take ownership of your craft and push yourself and keep pushing. And you will get rejected and you will get knocked down. Say, look, this is something that I want. It doesn't matter how many times I get knocked down. There's one position somewhere out there in the universe where I will be picked. So I'm going to keep going till I get there.
All right. Thank you so much. I love that. Take control of your craft. Love that. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We wish you the absolute best as you continue on with your journey.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Now, let me come to you, Kevin, as you close this conversation for us. And I just want you to address one more issue. And it's something that you had actually mentioned when we were on break. Issues to do with opportunities and some of these roles for up-and-coming creatives and filmmakers in our country. Tumezoea kuona ma big shot. Na ma comeback zao. But opportunities for the young creatives who are looking to come up, very briefly.
Oh, they are very minimal. Like close to zero. I have a friend who came to Nairobi to pursue acting, film, and she gave up. She went back to Eldred. Nothing. Like, for instance, even for me, I've been hitting, last year, I've been going for auditions after auditions after audition. And man, I've burned a lot of money on the road, like going for auditions. And nothing really. And it's so frustrating when you want to get opportunity and you don't have. And it even goes from bad to worse when you are going for an audition and it's only like the posters or the thing is just being done on for formalities. And they've already like picked the roles, like this thing is real.
The character's already predetermined.
So you are there so composed, you're rehearsing, like, and you're like, I got this. And nobody, I went for an audition and we all came together, formed a WhatsApp group. Nobody was called for that role. Nobody for that. And we were like, who was picked now? And it's crazy, man. And so many young people are really giving up and they're really killing their acting dreams because there's no opportunities. It's very minimal. And for those who like are putting shots out there or film out there, even for the internationals who are coming to do films here, they come, they advertise the thing, but then the people who are around them, they just call, yo, kuna hii job imetokea, come through, yo, kuna role, come through, unajua nani, come through. And it's not fair, it's not fair. And I was lucky for the Vanesa role, this one, because it was free and fair. She advertised. I went, sent in the self-tapes, and who was the best one? I mean, whoever was the best was...
Look at you casually saying you're the best. It's okay.
And it took somebody from the UK to get to discover me, to get to know my roles or my talents. While I've been head-to-head and one-on-one with our producers here or casting directors, and they never see something in me. You know, it's heartbreaking.
We need to do better by our people.
Yeah, we need to support, man. We need to support. And also, like, can this thing be transparent even for a little bit? Yeah, just for like a month, and you people, you will see how we have talent.
We will see the difference.
We have talent. We have raw talent down there. So many people are coming into my DMs and they're like, yo, we are seeing you, by the way, doing your thing. How can we get...
Connect.
Yeah, like connect, man. Where are these opportunities? And I'm like, I wish you knew. I wish you knew. I wish I had my own production where I can accommodate all of you guys, because I'm feeling for you. It's so hard. It's so hard when somebody has a dream and they don't get the opportunities. Like, where are they? All right. So it's very hard for us.
We need to do better by our local people. And we're not saying that it's always bad. I mean, this is a classic example of how opportunity meets dances with preparation dances with opportunity. So even you as a creative out there who's watching us this morning, just because nothing has come through, it doesn't mean that you give up. You know, timing also has its own way of going about its business. But then again, stay prepared, don't give up on your craft. We are still growing as a people when it comes to this film space. Well, that is unfortunately all the time we had for this particular conversation. Thank you so much, Kevin, for being with us this morning.
Yeah, and I hope you'll invite us back again. You know.
Definitely. We are. Good Morning Kenya is the plug, man. We are here to support our own. That is Kevin Osore, who is a filmmaker. Now, before I get to wind up, Dee, I know you are very active in this film space. What is your feedback in regards to this whole conversation? Now you are on the other end as the interviewee. You're not Doreen as part of the crew.
Yeah.